He said that he could get me into the Fashion Institute of Technology, and that he knew that he could get me straight in, he would pay for my schooling. And I know that they didn't even phone FIT. That was never gonna happen. They went out of their way to play games, to make you believe. I mean, they helped me on my essay. It was just all a big lie. And just complete manipulation.
I had been a runaway and I had been abused before, so to have this, ability to get educated and do something with my life, I thought I was turning around. It was a turning point for me. I was really excited, and within an hour of being at Epstein's mansion, the abuse quickly unfolded like that. And I thought, God, I should have known better, but I didn't, and now I'm here, and this is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
He looks for people that are vulnerable and hurt and have come
and
from
broken people.
And he promises he'll fix you.
Yeah.
And instead he breaks you even more. I know.
Yep.
I know.
A lot of the survivors have been much more vocal. In fact, you've been sort of a secret for a long time. What was it that led you to think, now is the time to come out of the shadows?
You have to realize that when this happened to me more than 2.5 decades ago, I thought it just happened to me. In 1994, in the early 90s, we had no idea. The sex trafficking ring was just developing. Carry that around with me for 2.5 decades, the shame, and it wasn't just the shame, it was the terror that they instilled in us. The psychological manipulation is something that I really wish that I had the vocabulary for, because I wish I could explain it so people could understand. I know it's hard when people look at us as victims. They say, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you get away? Why did you let it affect you? This wasn't just normal level bullying. It wasn't just gaslighting. It was psychological torture and manipulation.
I just turned 20 and it just seemed like my dreams were all coming true. Because our family was struggling financially, and I just really wanted to try and make a difference for my family, and I was dreaming of doing something like modeling. Basically, as the plane took off, he started forcefully touching me in between my legs. And I just freaked out, and I suddenly realized, oh my God, my family aren't going to see me again. These people might kill me. I got such a fright. It was such a huge changing thing for me. And I suddenly realized I had to just be nice and be friendly, because I realized that I was in great danger.
Today is the most saddening, deeply upsetting, heartbroken day that we have experienced as survivors. I can't help but wonder why the DOJ has once again failed us. Again, it feels like they're ignoring our need for protection, especially when they've taken this time to redact the names of powerful individuals, like you said, but not ours. This double standard makes it even harder for us to trust them. When I read those 6 pages of allegations that mentions our president and a lot of other prominent people, my heart just immediately stopped.